Welcome to the chat, fellas and ladies, man. Shout out the gang. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, we got Bradley in the building. We also got April in the building. Got a good show lined up for you. This will continue. Um, this is a part two of the last video we ended up with. This is going to be the boyfriend in that last case. I'm sure they'll give us a rundown to let you know what's going on and stuff. But first and foremost, man, how's your day going? Bradley, how was your day? April, how was your day? Let me know how your day went today. If you had a good day, if you had a bad day, let us know in the chat. Me, I had a pretty good day. We had a good stream, really good stream this morning. The midday stream was nice. A lot of people showed up. Definitely a good chat. And then hopefully today we can end it off with the perfect setting. You know what I mean? Hopefully we get a lot of members showing up. Hopefully we get some new members, all that good stuff. Guys, we are up to 55 members though. I want to let you know and congratulate you that we are up to 55 members, man, that are all the way bought in, all the way ready to go, ready to ride for the channel. And I just appreciate you so much. Um, Appreciate you so much for getting us there that fast. But the work is not done. Let's get up to 100 members, guys. Let's get 100 members so that we can do our first only members only chat. Once we get to 100 members, I'm going to release that next live stream for only members to chat in. And I also, I did have a good day, April. Thank you for asking. Also, I want to start setting premieres. I want to start setting premieres for our pre-upload stuff so that we can watch it together and still be in the live chat. So that way, when we premiere a new video, it still has the energy of a live chat, but you know what I mean. It's a pre-recorded video, which definitely helps boost the channel into the algorithm. We're killing it in live streams. You guys are killing it in live streams, but we got to start getting our pre-records. That's a little bit on me. I gotta get better at my editing, and you guys got to be on point and making sure when you see a new videos uploaded to give it a view and a like to help us out for the algorithm. You know what I mean? So we could get some people who aren't actually subbed to the channel to try to watch those videos as well, the same way as they watch our lives. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, man, I'm glad you guys like that for sure. So let's get into this first case. They'll probably give us a rundown of where we're at.
A grand jury indicted mom and her boyfriend charges for murder and more. Sierra Day and Deontay Lewis indicted on 8 charges: murder, child endangering, tampering with evidence. Investigators in Euclid have said 4-year-old Anaya died after being beaten. She'd been starved and had burn marks too. Both Sierra Day and Deontay Lewis locked up, and prosecutors could look at seeking the death penalty.
This video contains the interview of a man suspected of helping his girlfriend to starve her daughter to death. Deontay Lewis thought that he had his life sorted out. He was doing work he enjoyed, had a strong family bond with his grandparents and siblings, and had enough time and money to spend on recreation. He had never been interested in romance, preferring to focus on the other aspects of his life. That all changed in 2017 when he reconnected with Sierra Day, a casual friend from high school. From the beginning, things between the two of them clicked. Lewis sympathized with Day's story of a toxic ex and admired the way she was raising her young daughter, Ania. The two soon moved in together, and Lewis began acting as a parent to Ania. On the surface, they appeared to be a happy family. Ania would tell a different story. Long before Lewis came into the picture, there were concerning signs that Ania was being mistreated. The daycare she attended reported Day to Child Services multiple times before Day removed her. When Ania's father noticed bruises and other marks on her body, he questioned Day how they got there. Immediately, Day cut his visitation and spread the claim that he had harmed her during their relationship and that he was dangerous. Even Day's sister noticed odd behavior that intensified after Day met Lewis. Day would take Ania into another room and close the door to punish her. The sister witnessed at least one time when Ania came from the room with a bloody nose afterward. When she questioned Day,
Man, that little girl was so cute too, man. She was so pretty. But this is giving us the other side because in the first interview with the mom, she was blaming it all on the boyfriend. But in reality, she had been abusing this child before the boyfriend ever came along. I'm not saying he's innocent. He definitely played his part in it as well. It seemed like things turned up when he came around, like got worse. But yeah, none. I feel so bad for the father of this daughter, like the biological father of this girl. I feel so bad for him.
Limited contact with the family. On March 11th, 2018, a 911 call was placed by Day saying her daughter was unconscious. The doctors who attended Ania were horrified by her condition. The 4-year-old was emaciated, and her legs were covered in burn marks. One of her eyes had been blackened. Ania died shortly after her arrival at the hospital. It was determined that she had suffered a stroke brought on by starvation and being beaten.
Yep, that's what we said too. We thought maybe a brain bleed or something from the last from the last video. But yeah, not being able to eat, not having food in your system, bro, and getting punched on and shit, burnt and shit, your body's not able to heal. You need food to heal. I really like this detective in the last one. I'm glad she's doing this one too in this case.
And you understand that we're investigating a child endangering case right now, okay? Yes. When was it that you first started seeing Sierra?
When I first started seeing each other?
Yeah.
Maybe like last June, July, right before her birthday.
Right before.
That's true, Shelly. We do. We do stream 3 times a day. You know what I mean? It's our full-time gig. So, you know what I mean? I appreciate all the support you guys give us.
Whose birthday?
Sierra's birthday.
Okay.
So 2017, last year?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so you started dating. And how did you guys meet?
Actually, I went to go pick her up one time. Stranded, needed a ride. Her brother called me, and I was working at the time at PCC Airfuels. I was off. I ended up just going to go pick him up and everything, and we just like kind of like reconnected. Not that specific day, but that was how we got back in touch with each other.
So you had dated her in the past, or just knew her in the past?
Just knew her in the past. We both was in a marching band.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes.
In the Shanghai Marching Band?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what year did you guys go to, what was your graduating year from Shaw?
Mine was 10.
And hers is?
Hers was 13.
So she's a little younger. Okay. So you're 2010 and she's 2013, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So she was like a freshman when he was a senior or a sophomore, maybe?
Okay. So then you just, all that time since high school, and you just reconnected, so.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy how we reconnected. Like I said, they needed a ride, and it was just late at night. Her brother, who I know from a while, called me. And I just said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna come pick you guys up, you know, and just picked him up. Just started kicking him after that.
Okay, all right. So who's her brother that you know?
Isaiah Day.
From what I
remember, I don't know how to spell his name.
That's okay, I might not have spelled it right. I just don't want to forget. I have a tendency to forget things if I don't jot them down, so that's all I'm doing is just writing down what you're telling me. And how long after you started dating her in about June of last year did you start having involvement where Anaya, is that how you pronounce the child's name?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where Anaya would be with you guys when you were together?
Every day.
So right from the beginning?
Well, as far as my involvement, I was always around and everything and all that. But I've been around with Sierra and Anaya since we started talking last year.
Most single parents do not allow their children to meet someone they have just started a new relationship with. Usually this is done to spare the child emotional distress if the relationship does not work out, or to give the parent time to gauge whether or not this person poses a danger to their child. They might not have bothered since she already knew Lewis, or she may not have cared how her daughter could be affected. I recently released another highly intense video on my Patreon, an explosive altercation between 2 cops. where tension escalated so quickly, resulting in a drawn gun and a devastating gunshot. In a mere 26 seconds, witness the events unfold as two officers engage in a fight that turns deadly. Watch this video and more at patreon.com/strangerstoriesplus.
Okay, so would you say if you started dating Sierra in June, would you say that you were introduced to Anaya right away in June?
Yes.
Okay, so
We started dating in July. We met back up in June. Her birthday's in July. We started dating a little bit after her birthday.
In July?
Yes.
But had you been around as less than a boyfriend before that? In that time from when you picked her up in June to when you started dating in July?
Yeah, I wasn't a boyfriend, but yes, I was around.
Okay, so Anaya knew you from before July of last year. Okay. What kind of things would you do with?
Hey, shout out Tupac, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, man, we need some more likes. It's deep as hell in here, for real, for real. So, long story short, this guy and his girlfriend abused his girlfriend's daughter until she passed away. She ended up dying from starvation and a stroke. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's definitely not the best type of person in the world. Definitely a loser, for sure, for sure. Um, what's really odd to me about their relationship is when I guess it's not that odd because the sister and the daycare said that the daughter was being abused before he came around, but the abuse supposedly ramped up once he came around. So I guess her not trying to protect her son from her new boyfriend initially makes sense in this scenario because she never protected her daughter before. And what's sad is that her actual biological father seems like a really good dad. Like he wanted his daughter, he cared about her. And once the allegations started to pop up about abuse, she then lied to the courts that he abused the daughter, um, getting his visitation taken away and also having the restraining order.
Anaya when you would hang out with Sierra?
Nothing. She played with the other kids. If I'm back when I was driving last year, let her see my phone. That would be about it. Let her get on YouTube, I believe. Yeah, YouTube. Let her just do what kids do. Have fun with the phone. That would be it.
Okay. And has there been a time since June of 2017 when you guys reconnected where you were broken up or separated? No? Okay. She just moved into Cultural Gardens, so where were you staying with her before that?
Harbor Crest Apartments.
At Harbor Crest? What was the apartment number?
119, I believe.
Which building?
A. Wait. So technically that be building A? No. West building. I think that's how they pronounce it there.
The West Building in Harbor Crest?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you're staying there with her. So before moving to Cultural Gardens, which is the name of the complex you guys live in now.
Yes, ma'am.
You were staying with them at Harbor Crest.
Yes.
And have they lived anywhere else since June of 2017 besides Harbor Crest and Cultural Gardens? Okay, so you've been with them the entire time since June of 2017 that they lived in both apartments we just talked about, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. When you guys lived at Harbor Crest, was Anaya going to the daycare there? Okay. How did you guys like that daycare?
Well, not the daycare at Harbor Crest. There's a daycare across the street that she used to work at, and that was Get Ready, Set, Grow.
Ready, Set, Grow?
Yes.
The daycare workers were some of the first people to notice that there was a problem with Anaya and filed multiple Child Protective Service reports.
Where was that?
I was like, where was it at, ma'am?
Yeah, where's that daycare?
It was, I don't know that specific address, but it was like right across the street.
From?
That man keeps using Pacific as specific though. Shout out the chat. That's like the third or fourth time he's done that shit. I noticed it once you guys pointed it out.
The Harbor Crest Apartments.
Oh, okay. What kind of building is it in?
It was in the church. So they renting out the back, they renting out the downstairs of the church,
Okay.
I believe.
Got it. Now, was Ready, Set, Grow before or after the daycare that's in the Harbor Crest apartment complex?
She did that before, I believe.
See, she kept moving daycares because these daycares kept reporting the abuse of the child. It come into daycare malnourished with bruises. The baby probably started speaking out like about what was happening to her. You know what I mean?
So I think she went there with her, then she transferred her over to Harbor Crest, and then she transferred her back to Get Ready, Set, Grow.
Okay. So were you in the picture when Anaya was going to the daycare at Harbor Crest?
No.
No, not at all?
No, not at all.
Okay. And how did you know that she had been?
She told me.
Hey guys, in the chat, let me know where you're viewing from. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know in the chat. Put where you guys are from, where you're watching at.
Did she say why she stopped her going to the Harbor Crest daycare and started taking her to Ready, Set, Grow instead?
She felt like she'd be in better hands being with her.
Oh, so Sierra worked at Ready, Set, Grow while Anaya was going there? Is that, am I understanding that right? Okay. Does she have a background in early childhood education?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Do you know where she got that from?
So if I'm not mistaken, I think they get their certifications from Shaw.
I know some.
Hey Damien, I'm from Vegas, born and raised. Vincent, shout out LA. I got family in LA. I live in California now. North Carolina, shout you out, man. Shout out North Carolina. New York, my boy Ocho from New York, New York City.
High schools do offer that program. Okay.
Yeah, they offer it at Shaw High School, and I believe that's where she got her certifications from. Unless she did something else I don't know about, but yes.
So she was providing the daycare for her at Water's Edge, and then she decided to go across the street.
Well, like I said, I wasn't around when she went to the Harbor Crest daycare.
Okay.
But to Get Ready, Set, Grow, yes, she was working there as well as when she was.
But Sierra did not work.
Hey, that's cool, Damien. Yeah, I got some family down in Inglewood. My in-laws are from Inglewood, and my wife. But I was born and raised in Vegas, man. I went to Valley High School.
Work at Harbor Crest daycare, did she?
No.
Okay. When did she get the job at Ready, Set, Grow?
I couldn't tell you that because that was before I got there. I think she was there for some. If I'm not mistaken, it was more than 2 years she's been there.
Shout out Tyler, Texas. You already know. Chattanooga, Tennessee, baby.
So I can give you the exact amount of years, but she was there before I met with her again. Anyway.
Gotcha. Before June of 2017, right? Okay. Okay. What is the discipline like when Anaya misbehaves?
Really nothing at all. Honestly, she'll see her have a go in the corner, stand in the corner or something like that. Other than that, it really be nothing. Be like just stop doing certain little things. We might not give you no candy at the moment because you're being bad. But other than that, that's just pretty much as far as it goes.
During the time that Sierra and Anaya are home, how much of it are they spending in the home together without you? Like, how often do you have to leave the home? Are you trying to get work? What do you?
Well, I do try to. I was working since we started dating. I just recently had lost my other job.
When did you lose that job?
January.
Oh, so just 2 months ago?
Yes.
Yeah, Tennessee in the building. Johnson City, Tennessee. Shout y'all out. It's 3 or 4 of y'all in here. Georgia, man, welcome in. Welcome in the Georgia Bulldogs.
Okay. Were you out of the house frequently when you were working?
Every day.
What about since then?
No. Usually now if I was to leave the house, I'm going to help my parents out or something like that, or if my brother called me, I might go with my brother. Other than that, I'm in the house with them all the time.
Okay, so you've been in the house with them all the time since you lost your job in January 28th?
And even before then, when I get off work, I go straight home.
Okay. All right. No, you said, when I asked you about the discipline, I noticed that you said Sierra will have her stand in the corner. Who handled the discipline in the house?
Sierra?
This is true. Family members testified that they never witnessed Lewis disciplining Anaya, and that Day often took her daughter to do so in another room.
Sierra mostly handled the discipline? Okay. Why is that?
Being a mom, like I said, I mean, if anything, I tell her, okay, go stand in the corner. You know, other than that, that's it. I would tell her to go stand in the corner too, but then I confirmed everything with Sierra first.
Okay. How do you get along with Anaya's father?
I don't know at all.
Have you ever met him?
No.
Do you know his first name?
Michael.
Okay.
I never met him.
Where did they usually exchange custody for visitation?
All the videos and pictures they showed of the father and the daughter, the biological father, she looks so happy. Like they look happy together. And when they show photos from when she's with them, the girl looks depressed. Like she just looks like sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, to be honest, we always had her. A couple of times, if I'm not mistaken, he did try to come get her. He would try to bring her back the very next day. He would come get her from the daycare or something like that. But I would be at work. I used to work for PCC, so I'd be at work from 7 in the morning to 3 o'clock to 3:30 in the afternoon. He only came and got her maybe twice since we've been together.
Okay.
And at times he came and got her, I wasn't around at all.
What was the relationship like between Sierra and Michael, the father?
I couldn't answer that because I wouldn't know. You know, I just know.
So it seems like he was afraid of the father because he never had no contact of him with him. And in the last video, when they were interrogating this guy's girlfriend, she said that one time she had to lie and say her brother whooped the baby because she didn't want Michael to know that he hit the baby. You know what I mean? Because he had already told her he didn't want men around his daughter. So, quick recap. The mother of a child and her boyfriend neglected the baby and abused the baby, who was 4 years old, until she passed away from starvation and a stroke.
It didn't work out.
And did she ever make comments about how she felt about him? Like, were you aware of how Sierra felt about Michael? Like, you know, for instance,
I try not to think about it.
If I have an ex-husband who's not doing a great job as a dad or whatever, I might say, oh, here's this deadbeat, or here's this a-hole. Like, what kind of things would Sierra say that let you know how she felt about Michael?
No, she just didn't want to be with him. She didn't like how he was. He was abusive. He wasn't.
Day began making false claims against her ex-husband when he tried to gain custody of Ania and brought up several things he noticed that made him suspect his daughter was being mistreated. Before we move forward, I want to extend my thanks for watching. This video today has no sponsor, so if you're
like it was a lot of blood.
It should have bled a lot, right?
Yes.
Did you guys have to clean up the blood?
We had to clean up too much of anything. I mean, we had to clean up some stuff, but it wasn't like a lot of blood spill or anything like that at all.
Okay.
Forensics determined that bleeding had occurred in the bathroom and that both Lewis and Day tried to clean it up. A small fall for a child of that age should not have caused that much damage, and if it had, a typical parent would have taken them to be seen by a doctor.
You said you had to clean up some stuff. What did you have to clean up?
No, just like a little from her head and her head. We tried to make sure everything was cool with her. It was a little blood, not a lot. Cleaned that up real quick. Let her down. We let her down.
In the first interview, it made it seem like that he was doing all the abuse. This one, they gave us a little more details. I think it was a tag team. I think they were both doing it. I think they found pleasure in it. And I said this in the last video. I think there became a point where they found pleasure in hurting that baby girl because they knew how much the father loved her. That's just my hunch.
Right after that.
Okay. Did you call the doctor yesterday when she fell off the toilet?
We did call a 24-hour nurse, but I don't think we called her yesterday. If she did, I must have went around, but I know we did not call a 24-hour nurse yesterday at all.
Okay.
You know, she wasn't feeling well.
Okay, so no call to medical professionals yesterday about the fall on the toilet. Okay. You're pretty involved with care.
Mm-hmm.
Does she call you Dad?
Sierra had her call me Dad once or twice, but you know, it's something I my mom had a different boyfriend when I was growing up, so that's like a sensitive matter to me. So I never try to force the issue of calling me that because just being a kid growing up, I can understand how that would be.
Okay. So as a father figure, maybe she doesn't call you dad. Are you participating in the regular child care for Anaya?
Feeding her and everything.
Feeding her?
Help wash up, yes.
Yeah. Okay. What about visits to the pediatrician? Do you know her pediatrician's name? Anaya's pediatrician?
I have taken her to her doctors before, but
you have taken her to the doctor?
Yes.
Where's that at? Where's the doctor's office?
Located right down the street. You got Lakeshore. Was that University Hospital?
Describe the building to me.
It is the hospital. It's University Hospital. University Hospital, right on the left-hand side of Lakeshore.
What's it by?
Right-hand side.
I just want to make sure.
185th.
Okay, so the big new building in the front?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've got the university hospitals right here up by Lakeshore and the Euclid Hospital back here, right?
Oh, well, I know when I put in the parking lot, I was always making a right and going all the way to the back. So it was like the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. It's right across the street from 185th.
Okay, there's 2 medical facilities there. That's why I'm going to ask you. I'm actually going to pull up a picture on my phone. Okay?
Okay. I thought that was one medical facility.
No, and it's 2 separate
things.
It's actually 2 completely separate hospital systems.
Oh wow.
So that's not a good picture, but this is the Cleveland Clinic Hospital, which is Euclid Hospital.
Okay, so.
Okay, and
yes, we went to the back. Yeah.
Okay, so let me see if it'll take us back there. Because at first you described what I thought was university, but then you said you went to the back.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go behind the hospital,
make that right.
And all the way around, there's a building back here by the lake.
Yes, ma'am.
And is that where she went to the pediatrician?
Yes, ma'am. That round building.
Okay. Okay, so that's called the Euclid Hospital Medical Building. Do you remember the name of the pediatrician?
No, I never went inside with the doctors.
Oh, you didn't?
I would just drop them off,
Oh, okay, so you drove them there?
Uh-huh.
And do you remember about what time of year that was when you went to the doctor with them?
I would say like maybe August. Maybe August or September. One of the 2 were our last appointments at the doctor.
Okay. And what was that visit for?
Regular checkup.
And what did they tell you guys about Anaya's health at that time?
She told me when Sierra came back and told me that everything was good with the health, everything was perfectly fine,
Mm-hmm.
Smart, healthy young child.
Okay. So that was for a well check?
Mm-hmm.
Were there any concerns about Anaya's health at that time?
No.
And that was the late summer or early fall, August of September of 2017?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you didn't go in?
No, ma'am.
You dropped off Sierra and Anaya?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Well, why don't you go in? I'm just curious. I'm not.
I think one time I called off work. I actually called off because she needed to ride up there. I called off work one time. I was just either staying in the parking lot or I left. Okay. And I came back and picked them up. I know one time I actually left home because I had to use my parents' car.
Okay.
I left home and went back home to my parents while they was doing what they had to do. Then I came back up there and picked them up.
Okay.
I was like, that's your business to handle, so I would just leave. Never really stayed and waited.
Okay.
And it's been part of our relationship too, so I would be like, all right, I'll just come back.
Okay. All right, I gotcha. All right. She has the injury you're talking about, the eye injury that you say was caused when she fell off the toilet yesterday. Which eye is that on?
The left one.
The left eye? Okay.
Yes,
so I saw that injury. I'm also wondering about a bruise or red mark that's swollen on her forehead. Do you know anything about that?
That could have happened from when she fell too as well because she doesn't, really do anything.
Okay. All right. What do you mean she doesn't do anything?
No, I'm talking about trying to hurt herself. I know that could have happened from the eye thing because there's nothing else that could have happened from her head to have another injury unless it all came at once.
Okay. Well, and what's going on with the skin on her legs?
We did that from Johnson & Johnson.
You did what?
We did that from the Johnson & Johnson baby soap that we bought her. Because we've been talking about that before because we've seen it on the leg, on the foot and everything. I mean, on the leg and everything. Mm-hmm. And we both had talked to each other. Maybe this is from the Johnson & Johnson because that
was what kind of soap are you using on her legs?
The Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson what? They make more than one product.
It's the kids soap, but it's the pink bottle. It was the I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. It's the pink bottle, but I said it's for hair and body
Okay.
for kids.
Okay.
Now, what's the weirdest thing is, we was talking about that. She said she seen something on YouTube where they're talking about you don't want kids using Johnson Johnson no more. But we like, well, we don't be using it all. You know, she's been using it with her all her life.
Right. Okay. Can you? Do you understand why I'm asking you
Yes,
these questions about her
ma'am.
injuries? Okay.
Yes.
Why do you think I'm asking you?
This is a child right here. This child is going on. We want to make sure everything's good, not just us.
All right, so I'm thinking why he's not going into these doctor's appointments is because when the doctor's gonna ask about these burn marks and shit and all these bruises, he don't want to be around. He don't want to have to answer these questions. So he just drops the baby off. And then the mom, just with her by herself there, the doctor's probably not gonna press that hard as he would as if he knew like a boyfriend or something was in their life. You know what I mean? Um, it seems like they've already been reported though from that doctor's office as well, because this lady has reports about that. And what the fuck is he talking about? Johnson and Johnson. Bro, those are burn marks on her leg. Were you washing her with acid? I think they were putting cigarettes out on her or like heating a lighter up and putting it to her leg or some shit for punishment. That's what it describes to me.
With you guys as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And how do you think I'm feeling right now about the answers you're giving me?
Um, I really couldn't say. I mean, I know they're all, you know, from what accurate as far as my information, as far as my knowledge goes. But other than that, I feel like I'm helping out as best as I can.
Okay.
I'm
Damn, yeah, I see what you're saying. He likes to turn away from her when he's talking.
praying I'm helping out as best as I can here.
Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate you coming over here and being willing to talk with us.
And then the sister brought her in too once, Bradley said to the doctor. So when the doctor started questioning her, she's like, I'm the aunt, bro. I just have her today. I don't know where that came from, you know?
Yes,
You know,
ma'am.
because anytime that we believe a child's been injured, of course,
We wanna make sure it's
yeah, we wanna do the best we can for that child.
The detective is tired of Lewis's poorly thought out excuses. Ania's injuries were severe, and several of them had obviously occurred over a long period of time.
Hey, weird off top. I like onion powder, but I don't like onions. Like I like onion powder, the seasoning, but I don't like onions on my food. Is that weird? Are y'all the same way? Let me know.
There's no way they are consistent with the story he is trying to spin.
I asked you a little bit earlier if you were ever concerned about any of the discipline that Sierra, you know, did you think that the discipline was always appropriate to the level of misbehavior for a 4-year-old or 3-year-old, whatever, however
Yeah, because we
old?
wouldn't, you know, touch or anything. Yes. You know, if you want to go stand in the corner, go to timeout, I always thought that was appropriate, especially if you're being bad, if you're talking back to grown-ups and everything like that. You know, I find those type of things appropriate as well.
Okay. And do you think that Sierra always handled the discipline appropriately? You don't think she went too far?
No.
Okay. If you could tell me a situation where you thought Sierra went too far, which situation would it be?
I couldn't because she never took the situation too far at all.
Okay.
The bruise on the eye came from a night just passing out on the toilet. So, and then the leg stuff came from just from what we believe is the Johnson Johnson and everything.
Okay.
Other than that,
Hey, Whitney, welcome to the chat.
I've been around Sierra. She does great with kids. She does great at daycare and everything. So,
Okay. All right. All right, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, when I'm cooking up a burger, my go-to is onion powder, garlic and herb, and black pepper. That's my seasonings I put on there. But if I don't have the onion powder, it's good, but it don't hit the same. You know what I mean? But I never put onions on my burger.
You wrote in your statement that you went to Red Lobster. When was that?
I forgot what day was that. Was that last Wednesday or last Thursday we went with my family?
Which Red Lobster did you go to?
The one on the Minor?
Did you take Anaya with you?
Yes.
Okay. And could we narrow it down a little bit?
So Whitney, you like watermelon flavored candies and shit, but you don't like watermelon itself? That's interesting. That's real interesting. Let us know all your weird stuff, guys. Let us know in the chat. If you got something that's along those lines, let us know.
More so that when I get video, I can not be searching through all of it to find your family there. Like you said, you thought it was Wednesday or Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to look at a calendar to see which day it was? Here,
I'll go for last Thursday. I can go for last Thursday.
Well, I want to be as accurate as possible so we're not guessing. Okay, so I'm looking at the month of March here. Right now we're on Sunday, March 11th.
Mm-hmm.
So Wednesday was the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday was the 8th. Does any one of those days?
Thursday.
It was Thursday the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
What time did you guys go there?
What time did we go there? Like afternoon. I'm like an afternoon sometime.
Was it dark out yet?
No, not too dark, no. Getting there, but it wasn't too dark at all.
Was it dark when you came out?
A little bit, yes. Yes, it was.
Okay.
So we got to maybe like, it could have been like around 5 or something like that.
Okay, so it was before dark when you got there,
Mm-hmm.
or a little bit dark when you got there,
Mm-hmm.
and it was still a little bit dark when you came out?
No, a little light when we got there. So like around 5 before it got too dark. We was in there eating, and then we left out.
Okay, and who was with you?
Just my family.
Who's your
Me
family?
and Naya, Sierra, my brother, and my mom.
Okay, is that the brother that you told me about?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know who else was with us. I'm sorry, guys. I don't really know who else was with us.
Your brother Jason?
My brother Jason.
He was there with you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and your mom Paulette?
No, actually, I would say my mom. My mom was Deborah, but my grandmother is Paulette, so she's my grandmother.
Oh, so
My
you're not. All
granddad.
right, I'm gonna go back to this form and just add that information. Okay, so is this your biological mom that was there with you at Red Lobster?
No,
Who are you
my grandmother.
referring to at Red
My
Lobster? Well, I asked you if Paulette was at Red Lobster, and you said no.
My grandma was with us. Say it again, I'm sorry. I didn't say my grandma was.
All right, let's start over.
Sorry about that.
You went to Red Lobster what day last week?
Thursday.
Okay. And which location did you go to?
Dinner.
And what time was it when you got there?
About 5. I think it was around 5.
Okay. And who list everybody that was at the restaurant with you that night?
Yeah, I remember me, her, our daughter. Somebody was supposed to come out there. My cousin was supposed to come out, but she didn't. So I'm saying my brother was there.
Who's your brother?
Jason Lewis, my mom, Deborah Lewis.
Okay, who's Deborah Lewis?
My mother, my biological mother, not my
Okay.
grandmother, my biological mother.
Okay, was Paulette Howard there?
No,
She was not there.
no. She was supposed to come here as Deborah, my granddad, they couldn't show up.
Okay, so Deborah was there.
Yes.
How do you spell Deborah?
Deborah.
All right, I'm gonna add her to this list, okay? So,
Man, nothing happened at Red Lobster, just the fact that we fell.
okay, I'm just getting a timeline of any medical problems, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The police do not believe that anything occurred at the restaurant. They are mainly interested in the possible security footage that could show them Ania's physical condition.
Right, that's what I was thinking. They want to see how she looked at the restaurant. Like, was she able to walk around and stuff? Because there becomes a part in this case where the girlfriend was saying that the baby couldn't walk. Like for a whole day, she wouldn't walk. She would just lay down, and she only ate a half a sausage patty, and then she died later that night. I think that was her body shutting down.
Do you know your mom Deborah's birthday?
Oh, Jesus. She'd kill you if she was here. October 15th. Somebody's
What? You like black jelly beans? Do you like black licorice? I can't eat either one of those, bro. They're so bitter.
got the first. My grandma's birthday is October 1st. My mom's birthday is October 15th.
And do you know,
A year no.
do you know how old?
My mom is?
Yeah.
She's about to turn 44 this year?
Well, she had you very young, huh?
Yes, 18. Well, Lieutenant came out at 19.
Okay. And how old is Paulette?
I do not know my grandmother's age.
How old would you say she is approximately?
Close to 60.
Okay. So all I did was add to that form that you added your biological mother, Deborah Lewis, as your mom, approximately 44 years old, born on October 15th. And I just wrote a birth date of October 1st, unknown year, approximately 60 years old for your grandma. So list the people again that were at the Red Lobster that night.
Jason and my mother.
Start over from the beginning. Who's at the restaurant?
Jason, my brother, my mother. I invited.
Okay, you said Jason, then you said your brother.
I'm sorry, Jason is my brother. Jason Lewis is my brother.
Okay.
My mother.
His first name?
Deborah Lewis.
Okay.
Me and Naya, Sierra. Now we try to make a little big thing where everybody came out. People did come out. We don't know. I can't tell you every single person that was in there, but I do know people that I invited who showed up, who came. Ate some food with us. The restaurant did get a little packed and everything. So other people that she might have invited, sat elsewhere.
Okay. And do you remember what Anaya ordered?
We had girls some shrimp and a little bit of some pasta. I don't know what kind of pasta it's called, but like linguine, if that makes sense. Or the Alfredo pasta.
Did she eat it on her own?
Mm-hmm.
And how
That's wild, Coop. You could have got sick doing that.
does she eat?
I remember when I was a kid, I used to like to eat cold hot dogs. Like, I would just eat them motherfuckers like beef jerky.
She will not eat. Sorry about that.
That's okay, go ahead.
She knows how to eat. Excuse me. She knows how to eat very well, like clean. Very clean.
And does she use utensils?
Yes.
Karima, welcome to the chat. Appreciate the subscription.
So she can eat the shrimp and the pasta with
A fork.
Fork.
Mm-hmm.
How was her appetite that night?
Pretty good. I noticed when we got home, she wasn't feeling this. She wasn't feeling herself anymore. So we try to figure out like why. You know what I mean? Why was that and all that? But we just thought maybe like something. We assumed it was something she ate there.
What do you mean she wasn't feeling herself?
She was feeling her stomach was hurting.
Okay.
What
kind of symptoms did you observe her to have?
Just being tired, not wanting to like really walk, not really wanting to she wanted to just rest.
These symptoms are consistent with the malnourishment that Ania experienced.
She just really wanted to rest a lot, and we didn't understand why.
And if that was Thursday, then did you guys take her to the doctor on Friday?
No, we called a 24-hour nurse.
When was that? When did you call the nurse?
When did we call the nurse? She called.
Who's
a nurse.
she?
Sierra called a nurse. She called a 24-hour nurse. I wasn't around when she called. I know she did call a 24-hour nurse because when I came back home, she did tell me she called a 24-hour nurse. And
what day do you think that was?
I'm gonna say last Friday or this past Saturday, one of the 2 days.
Do you know which nurse or which medical facility?
No, she just told me she called a 24-hour nurse.
And what did she tell you that they said?
She was like, they said just give her some rest, just make sure it's not a stomach virus and things like that. Just let her lay down and rest her head and just,
Y'all too fancy for me. I don't eat caviar. I don't eat squid, octopus, none of that shit.
But just try to get over it, if that makes sense. So, of course, we took it upon ourselves to try to give her ginger ale and try to give her soup.
Bro, I don't even eat seafood at all. Like, I won't eat shellfish. I won't eat fish. I don't even eat fucking tuna, bro. I eat chicken, beef, and turkey. Those are my meats.
Okay.
You try to offset.
And pork. I fuck with pork, too.
The stomach.
Okay. Do you know what dehydration does to kids? Like, I know this is your first, is this your first involvement with taking care of a young child?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, well, because I have kids, I'm not the doctor.
Yes, ma'am.
But I know when my kids have been sick and not been able to eat or whatever, that I always watch for signs of dehydration. Did Sierra say anything about what the nurse said about that?
No.
Bro, do you know how dirty the fucking ocean is? I'm not eating shit that comes out the ocean, bro. That shit, you gotta think, bro. Fucking crabs, fucking lobster, shrimp, These are all like bottom feeder ass animals, bro. That's like eating a fucking cockroach or a cricket. You know what I mean? Like those are like the insects of the sea. I don't get how people can eat that shit.
You know anything
My wife, she loves seafood, bro. She loves it. But I can't get into it.
about dehydration in children?
Yes, well, I know you gotta keep. I just know as far as a human go, you have to keep a kid. You gotta keep a kid hydrated.
Right, right. Okay. And do you know what it looks like when someone is dehydrated?
No.
Okay. Right. You had said earlier that you help her clean herself up. What did you mean by that?
Like,
you were saying giving care to Anaya.
yeah, help feeding, helping to wash up and everything like that. Whenever see her needed me, just there to help out.
So, who did she take baths or showers?
Baths.
And when's the last time you helped her take a bath?
Washed her up yesterday.
You're saying washed her up?
We washed her the day before. We washed her up the day before yesterday.
Okay.
I helped her. Because she wasn't feeling too well, so we tried to give her a bath. We tried to, we helped. You know what I mean? Because she wasn't feeling herself to wash herself up. Of course, we got to keep her clean, so we decided to help. Well, I decided to help her wash her up. She needed me to hold her up, stand her up, because kids are heavy. So, you need me to help you do whatever. I was just there.
Okay. So you saw what she looked like during this bath. I mean,
Okay, Pumbaa and Timon, crickets and grubs are decent. Y'all wild. Remember Pumbaa and Timon when my boy Simba ran away from Pride Rock? He had to learn to eat like them. Uh, what's going on in this case is this man and his girlfriend abused his girlfriend's daughter until she was unalived. She died from starvation and a stroke, which we believe was caused by not eating, obviously, and repetitive abuse. But Damien, yeah, she's back in. I love this detective. I told you in the last video, bro. She really impressed me. I see how you caught that though. That's a slick catch, Damien. She's making him remember the exact meal he ate. So when he tries to be like, I can't remember. She's gonna be like, bro, you just told me you had fucking lobster and mac and cheese. Now you don't remember what happened with the whole person?
just because some dads who are not the biological dad, which is kind of the position you're in, are not always.
Yo, Derek, welcome to the chat. Y'all, welcome Derek to the chat. That's a member in the building. Give him a lot of love. TB, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, TB. That's another member in the building. Y'all, give him that VIP welcoming.
Wanting to be around the child when the child is not clothed. But you're comfortable with that. You don't have any problem helping her bathe. Okay. All right.
No type of no. Now mind you, when I first started dating, I wasn't around, but
She was actually a toddler. She was like 4 years old, but yeah, definitely a baby, and they deserve the wood chipper.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water and put my plate away.
around, it was like, okay, I need to
I
start
can still
helping
hear
out
though. I can hear the
whenever I
case.
can, whenever Sierra needed me to help out. Yeah, to be honest, no, I wasn't comfortable.
So Anaya,
I was not comfortable.
you weren't comfortable at first.
Right. At first.
How are you now?
I'm comfortable, like as far as just helping. Now, I always tell Sierra whenever you need me to help out, just help, wash her up. A couple times Sierra back was hurting, where I'm like, all right, I got her. I wash her back and her legs and stuff like that. I don't touch her private areas.
Okay, I gotcha.
I leave it up to the mom. Your back
That's
hurting.
pretty much true. Most dads, biological or not, yeah.
Your back hurting, you still got to, I wash her back, I wash her legs, got her neck, her stomach. You got to do the rest.
Okay, all right. So, how many days ago was this bath?
The day before yesterday.
Today's Sunday.
Right, then we try to get her last Friday. We try to get her another bath today and everything. But she just wasn't, after everything that happened last night, she wasn't feeling too well.
Okay.
So we said, we don't get
So could Anaya hold her own weight up during that bath on Friday? Okay. I thought you had said that Sierra needed you to hold her. That she.
No, I was talking about like if she ever needed me, like whenever she needed me to hold.
Bro, my mom used to love lobster. That's one of the things I do remember about my mom. Back when I was a kid, my dad would take us to the Rio because me and my dad hate seafood, but my mom loves seafood. So, but back in the day, the Rio used to have like this crazy ass snow crab and lobster buffet. And I just remember my mom used to fuck it up, bro. She used to fuck it up with the butter. and she would try to have me try that shit, and I tried it a few times, but I wasn't rocking with it. I don't remember if I actually didn't like it or I just wanted to be like my dad. But I know I don't like seafood now, but I know as a kid, your taste buds are more receptive, you know what I mean? Until like you're old and that shit's locked in.
Over and help her out, I would, because she wasn't feeling well today. But today, Friday, yeah, she was holding herself up.
How about today's bath?
No, she was not doing too good at all. She wasn't doing too good at all. Not at all.
It was today.
Yes.
You remember what time today?
Right before we called. Okay, I've been here for some hours. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Who called 911?
I did.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
We both was talking to the lady that I called.
All right.
Lewis and Day panicked when Ania became unresponsive. They tried to minimize the injuries as much as possible, but they knew it would look even more suspicious if they didn't seek help.
So you gave her a bath. You gave Anaya a bath today, and you said she wasn't well at all. What did you mean by that?
She wasn't responsive. She wasn't responsive. She really was.
TB, that's what I think, bro. Crabs are spiders. I'm not eating a fucking shelled spider, bro.
During the bath, she wasn't responsive.
Hey, Diane Taylor, welcome to the gang, man. Appreciate your subscription.
Right, where we had to cut the bath short because she wasn't being responsive at all.
Okay, and the marks on her legs, were they bleeding while you were bathing her today?
No.
How about her eye? Was that bleeding while
No.
she was being bathed today?
No.
I don't think he knows yet.
She didn't want to eat anything. She didn't want to drink anything.
Mm-hmm.
We both thought it was, we both thought it was weird. We thought we let you sleep it off and everything like that, but that didn't help.
Okay.
Got
So,
worked.
if you called, you think you bathed her around 2 p.m.?
Was that around 2?
Well, that's what you said.
Yeah, so
The baby has no appetite or no energy, and you're talking about let's sleep it off? No, bro, she needed the hospital. Y'all was trying to wait until them bruises healed up to take her in, but bruises don't heal in a day or two, bro. Bruises take weeks to heal up. Even after they stop hurting, they still get deeper and darker as the blood rushes to the injury to help it heal.
yes, in the time, yes.
Okay. Do you know what time 911 was called?
Around the same time, because right after we got done bathing, we got a call because she wasn't still being responsive. We thought, put her in some water, and we put her in some water and everything, and kind of like, hey, come on, wake up, come on, we need you to, be active. It wasn't working, so we called right after that. So around the same time.
Okay.
How is Anaya doing as well?
We're gonna keep talking about that. I just want to understand what kind of medical history, what kind of.
The detective deflects Lewis's question about Ania. For now, he thinks there is still a chance he can lie his way out of the situation.
Yeah,
if he knows that Ania is dead,
yeah.
he'll become reticent.
If
So
he
like
knows
a minute
she's
ago, I was
dead,
asking you
he'll
about
lock up
dehydration.
and
Do you know
stop
why I was
answering
asking
questions.
you if you know about dehydration in children?
Right, because she wasn't, she might have been dehydrated or something?
Well, I just want to know if you knew the signs and.
No, I just know she wasn't trying to drink anything, so I would say that could have been.
How long had that been going on, her not trying to drink anything?
Just today, she tried to drink some, she was drinking stuff a little bit yesterday, but really just today she didn't want anything.
Just today?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, anytime my kids don't eat or
What would
fucking
she
drink
usually have to drink?
for like 2 or
water,
3 hours,
a lot
I'm
of
like,
water.
eat, drink.
Ginger
I
ale,
force that
a
shit.
little bit of pop every now and then and juice. But when I say we keep her with water, we believe in water.
Mm-hmm. Does she like to drink water?
She drink water, yeah, but no kids really like drinking water, to be honest with you. You gotta, put it in a straw and make them think it's juice or pop when it's really water.
Okay. Alright.
But she wasn't, it's another thing too, she wasn't holding nothing down, like she couldn't hold anything down.
How long had that been going on?
Just for a few days. She really couldn't hold too much of anything in her stomach.
What day do you think that started?
I'm trying to say Friday. As far as my knowledge goes, everything was Friday.
Okay, and we're talking about
Sunday.
Friday of what?
This month.
Okay, today's Sunday. How many days ago? Friday?
2 days ago.
Okay, so like March 9th.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you mean by she wasn't holding anything down?
And throw things up, spit up. She was spitting things back up. We tried to give her.
Okay, what were you trying to give her?
Ginger ale, water, trying to get her appetite back by feeding her foods.
Okay. And what did the doctor say or the nurse on call say about?
Well, I know Sierra told me that the nurse called and just said, maybe it be a stomach virus or something like that. Just let her rest. Just like really let her rest. You know.
Right.
I know Sierra tried to give her Tylenol and stuff like that.
Oh, trying to give her Tylenol? Why did she have a fever?
No, she thought maybe it could just help.
When was that?
A nurse would never tell you to give a child Tylenol without food. You can't eat those type of medicines on an empty stomach. It'll fuck you up.
You didn't try to give her some Tylenol. I think it might have been like last Thursday. Last Friday.
Okay.
Well, like I said, I wasn't around. I was around, but I wasn't around. I ended up leaving out when she said she called a 24-hour nurse. So she started telling me she wanted to give her Tylenol. I'm like, well, again, that's the best thing to do. So she kept just spitting everything back up. Like, kept spitting everything up. It really just got it.
Okay. So during the bath that you helped with,
Damien, I don't think they the same. I think they like cousins or something, bro. Like,
both today
I think spiders and crabs are cousins.
and recently, what would you say that you observed Anaya to be a normal size?
Like the birds and the dinosaurs, they're cousins, but they're not the same. Birds aren't lizards.
For a 4-year-old child?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you have exposure to other young children in your life?
No, I have a nephew, which is my brother Jason's son.
Yeah, how old is Jason's son?
4.
He's 4. So you do have.
Well, yes, he's.
So not only do you have exposure to another child, but a child that's the same age as Anaya.
Mm-hmm.
What's Jason's son's name?
Jason Lewis, Jason Devon Lewis, Jaceon.
J-A-C.
Jaceon.
And his last name?
Lewis, Lewis.
And he's 4 years old?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And how do you get along with JCN?
Sorry. That's my nephew. Love him to death.
Well, what were they? Reptiles? What would you want to say? Reptile? I don't know. A dinosaur looked like a big ass lizard to me. But I'm not very intelligent. I never claimed to be super smart. So I just try to break things down to where my simple brain can understand them.
Do you get to spend a lot of time with them?
Whenever I decide to leave, whenever I leave my girl and I go, I'm going to my brother's house for a minute. I go, my brother pick me up. I spend time with Jason.
Okay. Frequently?
I've been around him actually at least 2-3 times a week for the last couple of weeks, yes. I might have been over there one day and go over there again.
There is children's Tylenol, though. I think it's for ages 4 and up, but you wouldn't give it to a kid who's showing signs of like dehydration and fucking malnutrition. That's not going to solve it. You're definitely right about that. That's why I know he's lying. No nurse told him that.
Okay. And how long have you known JCN?
His entire life.
Since his birth?
4 years.
Okay.
I think JCN thinks he lived a long life, but we look at him like he has not lived.
Yeah, he's like an infant. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put JCN and Anaya next to each other, who's bigger?
JCN. Anaya's taller. JCN's bigger.
Okay. Do you see JCN in the summer when he's running around in shorts or tank top or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what would you say that the condition of his body, the size of his shoulders, arms, legs, looks like compared to Anaya's?
Really the same, to be honest. So we always felt as though Anaya was a little bit taller, Jason was a little bit heavier. I even told that to my girl when I got home. I said, baby, I picked up Jason. Little dude is heavy.
Mm-hmm. Heavier than Anaya?
Yeah, both of them are heavy, yes, but he's heavier than Anaya, yes.
Okay.
He know damn well that little girl's not heavy. This cop is hinting at why is this girl so skinny? Why she only weigh 28 pounds? This this girl was 4 years old and weighs 28 pounds. That's not enough weight for a 4 year old. I got like an 18, 19-month-year-old, and she's definitely already 20 pounds. So in 4 years, in 2 more years, she's gonna be well into the 30s, maybe 40 pounds. You know what I mean? A baby's like 8, 9 pounds when it's born. So over 4 years and growing, it only put on 20 pounds. That's crazy.
Boy, Jesus. I try to do the uncle thing to pick him up, but I mean, God, you're heavy.
Is JC potty trained?
Yes.
He is? Okay. What about Anaya?
Yes.
And when did Anaya complete potty training?
Sarah told me she's been potty trained for years now.
Oh, so she was potty trained before you were in the picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Damien, one of my best friends, his fiance, or who became his wife, she had lupus, man. It got bad in like our late 20s, early 30s. She thought she was gonna die. Luckily, she ended up pulling through. But yeah, lupus can be really scary.
Do you know why she was wearing the pull-up type underpants
Because
today?
she's just been having accidents. So instead
They cousins, Damien. I don't care what you say. They cousins, all right? They rep the 8 leg game.
trying to clean up, uh, what's that called? Drawers, underclothes.
Mm-hmm.
We just like, when you pull up on her when she's laying down, you just put up,
You know how tuna is chicken of the sea? Crabs are spiders of the sea.
put one on her for right now.
Okay. Would she have like accidents where she peed or accidents where she pooped or both?
Both.
Both? And when did that start?
Was it a few days back?
Did you guys always have pull-ups in the house?
Uh-huh. When I go get some, cause sorry for y'all, I'm so sorry for that. When to go get some, cause we like she's having accidents, and it's like it's not really common to her or myself.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to the initiative. Let's go buy her some pull-ups.
Okay.
Let's just go ahead. Let's just get out of this. Get her out of this. Whatever's going on with her, let's get her out of this now.
Okay. And did I misunderstand you? I asked you, did you always have pull-ups in the house? I thought you said yes.
Like as of recently, yes, pull-ups.
Okay.
Not
How many days?
About 3 days, 4 days now.
Before that, did you keep pull-ups in the house or buy them?
She did. She went to the daycare. She keep some pull-ups just because she said, every now and then she wouldn't have accidents, so she kept some pull-ups in the house.
Okay. So you bought them recently, but you've had them in the past.
Mm-hmm. We have
Is that
some
what you're saying?
Yes, we have some pull-ups in the past, yes.
Okay. All right. I'm concerned because the way Anaya looks today,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I put Anaya and Jason next to each other,
Mm-hmm.
you would see a healthy, robust, normal weight child and Anaya who looks to be severely underweight. What do you think about that?
We feel like she's been throwing things up and having like bowel movement problems. So we think it could just be a loss of weight. We don't know why. We try feeding her. We try to keep on feeding her.
Yeah.
So we don't understand why she's starting.
Damien, why you so strung up on this? You really don't want to be. You must really like to eat crabs, huh? You like, fuck you, bro. I'm not eating spiders, bro. It's not a spider, bro.
Looking like that.
Okay. When did she start looking like that?
Within the last few days. In the last few days. It started like a little bit before then, but she was still eating.
It started before then. So the last few days.
Her body's been looking really bad.
But before her body's been looking really bad the last few days.
Yes.
Okay. And when did you first notice the body started looking really bad?
For myself, it was, I want to say Friday, because
we've got the last few days covered. I'm talking about When you used to be able to put JCN and Anaya next to each other and see two healthy children, when did that start changing? When did Anaya start looking to be sick or small or whatever?
I mean, she felt like she was losing a little bit of weight because she wasn't trying to eat as much before, but...
When are we talking about?
I really don't know. I've never really seen her, Anaya, body like that, except whenever I help wash up, but...
Ania was emaciated to an extent that would have been impossible to have taken only a matter of days. Lewis knows this and is uncomfortable with...
That's what I was saying, bro. She's 28 pounds. Like, this shit ain't, oh, she didn't eat 2 days ago. She hasn't ate for 2 days. She's sick, bro. She's 28 pounds. That's like the size of a 2-year-old. 3, like, you know what I mean?
I can't tell you that. I was paying attention to who ate more.
Okay, what did he eat, Jason?
I don't know.
See, Win, I didn't even know there was parasitic crabs. I don't know nothing about none of that, bro. I don't eat nothing out the sea.
And by now, okay, what is going on with Anaya?
Well, I mean, you knew she was in pretty serious.
Hey, Paul, welcome to the gang, man. Appreciate your subscription. Guys, we're on the road to 10,000. We're approaching 5,000 now. We're approaching 4,200. So definitely every subscription matters. Every like matters. So double tap them screens and help out the stream.
Serious condition when you called us, right?
Yes.
What were you thinking was going on with her when you called us?
Just the breathing.
What about the breathing?
Just like how slow she was breathing. It was like, you see, like how slow she was breathing. She was breathing, but how slow it was going.
Mm-hmm.
What time was that? About the 911 call?
Yeah, about 2 in the afternoon today. Around 2 right after the bath.
Bradley, you never know where this chat is going to go. You could never guess. Like, you could never guess where the chat's going to go. We just take it where we want, man. I really appreciate the chat for that. We always have a good time, man. Even when there's sad shit playing, like when we're reviewing a case like this, I think it's really important to have like side conversations just to keep the morale up. You know what I mean? Keep it fun.
Okay. So
I just went after this ER.
you're the one that called us, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what did you tell the dispatcher first?
Yeah, she was having a hard time breathing. We didn't know what was going on.
TB for the win. Detective Fade, they are cousins. Detective Fade told you they was cousins. He told you that. He told you that. TP said they're both right. They're from the arthropodic phylon, but they're like 200th of a cousin. So technically, Fade is right.
With her,
Okay.
Talking about doing CPR.
What do you mean doing CPR?
Sierra, she was on the phone with Sierra talking about doing CPR because she was having a hard time breathing. Like, she was breathing, but it was a hard time. Her eyes was open, everything was fine. Her pupils were perfectly fine and everything. So
Her eyes were open, pupils were fine?
Yes. Yes.
Um,
But the breathing was just like making us nervous.
Damien, I'm okay with that. We cousins, baby. I'm okay with that. We all part of the same team.
And I was just like, we need to call.
Okay.
Lewis and Day were certainly concerned, but only about being caught. It was never about the well-being of Ania.
Is this somewhere we can go and see tonight after this?
Yeah, we'll talk about that. I just want to get a real good history of what was going on. And I did listen to the 911 call.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a point where, like, you switch who's talking to the dispatcher. Why did you do that?
Because Sierra was in early childhood. She knew how to handle kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so she started talking to Sierra so she can, like, okay, do this, do 35 pumps against the chest and all that. Mm-hmm. Sierra was doing that.
Okay.
They always say that too. Child abusers always try to say, "Oh, well, that damage came from when we was giving her CPR. We was trying to revitalize her. It was real violent. Like, we didn't want her to die."
Did you guys before calling us, was there a time earlier in the day where her breathing was an issue, or Anaya's breathing was an issue?
No, not that we noticed. No, we let her just sleep. We let her sleep. Let her when she wake up, we was gonna go check on her. So no.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay. And so, did you sleep at the apartment last night?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And at any time today, did you leave the apartment?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did Sierra leave the apartment?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you were, and if you and Sierra didn't leave, I'm assuming Anaya didn't leave, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so all three of you were home all day.
Mm-hmm.
And when did that start? When was the last time anybody left the apartment?
When we left, Monday, I think I left for a minute, Friday. You left Friday when I left for a minute?
Okay.
I'm assuming it was Friday. I went to my brother's for a minute.
Okay. And that was the last time anybody left the apartment?
I thought he was handcuffed this whole time, but he's just been holding his hands like that. He's like self-soothing, like by doing this shit, by locking his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
What time did you go to your brother's?
Early afternoon. No, not early afternoon. It would have been like around 5 in the afternoon.
Okay, and how long did you stay there?
Just for a couple hours.
When did you get back to the apartment?
Oh shit. Everybody show VT some love. We got a member in the chat, y'all. Peace and love. Welcome to the chat. Jen Ramirez, how's it going tonight?
Like, she was like maybe 10.
10 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Cavs was playing. I think the Cavs game was on that night. I think the Cavs game was on that Friday night, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the night.
Okay. All right, and then once you got back to the apartment Friday night around 10 p.m., did you stay? Did you sleep at the apartment?
Yes, ma'am.
Did Anaya and Sierra both sleep at the apartment?
Yes, ma'am.
And at any time yesterday, which was Saturday, did anybody leave the apartment?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, so you were together the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you witness Sierra trying to give CPR or rescue breathing to Anaya earlier today, other than when you did it when you guys called us?
That was it. We tried it before. We tried it before. She like touched her chest a little bit.
Hold on. So
we told the dispatcher when we called that
okay.
We tried to make sure she was cool with her breathing and everything. And then the dispatcher said, "Well, hold on, wait a minute," and then she started helping us as well.
Okay.
That's when Sierra took over the phone.
Okay, so you said you didn't witness Sierra give CPR Anaya earlier today.
Except for today, I'm sorry, except for today. One other time before today, Sierra was pumping her chest a little bit, make sure she was cool. And then we called.
What time was that, do you think?
Right after we got her out the tub, right while we was calling the dispatcher, we was doing all this stuff, like simultaneously. Something like that.
Okay. That's a little bit different than the timeline that Sierra says it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain why you're telling me?
Hey guys, channel update. We're up to 55 members now. We got 55 members in the family. Let's try to get to 60 tonight, guys. Let's try to get to 60 tonight. Remember, a membership's only 99 cents, and it comes with a lot of cool perks. So definitely, if you haven't already, please consider about joining our membership.
Something that's not, I mean, you just said that since Friday, no one has left the apartment. So you've spent, how many bedrooms are in the apartment? One bedroom, so small apartment.
Mm-hmm.
It's not likely that something would be going on in the apartment that you don't know about, right? Okay. And you have not left the apartment. You've been there with Anaya and Sierra since Friday at 10 p.m. Nobody's left the apartment. Right. Okay. So I'm just wondering why you and Sierra would have different stories and different times of the things that are going on in the apartment today with Anaya being so sick.
Well, today, when we called the dispatcher, I think like around 2, that's the time I'm guessing.
Welcome to the chat, Miss Lovely Brown. How's your night going?
I replied at the time I was guessing when we called.
Okay. So that doesn't answer my question. You're telling me this CPR, attempted CPR.
Now, when I say CPR, I'm talking about the pumping of the chest with the hands and all that, yes.
Okay, so that happened when?
Today.
What time?
I'm gonna go around 2 p.m. when we was trying to do this.
Okay, all right. So what is Sierra referring to when she tells us that she tried CPR earlier in the day?
I guess you'll be referring to earlier in the day today.
Well, but she does not say that it's right around the time of the bath. She doesn't say that at all.
Yeah, peace, love. If you should be able to see it under memberships. You just go to the super chat sign, and then there should be a super chat option, and then under that's a gift is a membership option, I believe.
Well, can you explain that?
Or in the link, or there's a link in the description of this live stream that also you could click to go to our membership program.
I couldn't really explain that. Like I said, when I was telling you about CPR, like I said, I know it was like right when we were calling the officers and everything. She was.
One of the factors of the case that plays into the detectives' favor is that everything happened too quickly for Day and Lewis to go over the details of their story. There are already inconsistencies, and Lewis is having to make up excuses as he goes along.
Doing the stuff with the hands and all that.
Yeah, his story not adding up with his girl's story. That's basically what's happening right now.
But I'm pretty sure she complained to Sierra. She wouldn't complain to me. You're not as smart to know I'm not her biological father, but.
What do you think that she
said
to
I couldn't tell you that.
Sierra about the legs hurting?
I don't know. You know.
How do you know that she did complain to Sierra about her legs?
I'm just automatically assuming. I'm just really trying to assume here that she complained about it because of how it looks, but she never said anything about it hurting or anything.
Was it ever bandaged or anything? Did you do any first aid for it?
No, we talked about cocoa butter and the cocoa butter
She
for
just
it.
left it?
Yeah, let it let it air out and heal up. Let it just air out and let it heal.
Who applied the cocoa butter?
Sierra.
Did you guys apply cocoa butter?
She told me she wanted to get some cocoa butter and use it. I told her okay, so if she did put it on, I wasn't around. You know what I mean? If she did put it on, I was not around at all to see her put it on her.
Okay.
We definitely did talk about the cocoa butter, but other than that, we talked about let it air out, let it just heal on its own naturally. When you use the cocoa butter, we're gonna get the cocoa butter for her to use it.
Okay. So first you said Sierra applied the cocoa butter.
Right, I know that, right.
As far as could be determined, the wounds were left untreated.
But she did use it. I didn't see her use none. But we definitely talked about her using something.
You talked about her using
Yes.
it. Okay.
Like you
All
gotta
right.
do something.
But you don't know if any was actually applied to the child.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is very uncomfortable here, but
Yeah, I know.
this is very.
I can loosen them. I'll loosen them.
The call that you said Sierra made to the 24-hour nurse.
Yes.
What day was that?
Was that? I'm thinking she called between last Friday.
Oh, last Friday?
Yes, this past
She didn't
Friday,
call?
2 days ago.
She didn't call Friday, this past Friday?
Well, what's up?
That's why I said last Friday. Sunday, so I would say last Friday being 2 days.
They're very
ago.
loose.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna lock them in place
No
so
problem.
they won't tighten up on you. They're very loose, so if they feel like they're uncomfortable, it's just because you need to reposition your wrist, okay? It just means that you put your wrist in a position that's uncomfortable.
Okay, no problem.
I'm gonna loosen this one as well, so it's loose like the other one, okay?
Thank you.
And I will lock it.
No, Damien, if you logged into your Apple ID, as long as you use this account when you purchased it, it'll just show us your YouTube account. It won't pop up your real name and stuff.
Okay?
Okay.
See, I can fit several fingers in there.
Yes,
Okay,
sounds good.
so I know they're loose enough and just.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that better?
Yes, ma'am. Other than that, guys, I really don't know right now. My main focus is, we're still here in Liza at the hospital. We feel for her safety.
Sure.
This is.
Hey, shout out Triple Z's for the super chat, guys. You know that's super important for us. Thank you for sponsoring the episode, guys. Definitely help him out with that sponsorship. Let's get some extended viewing hours tonight.
This is all too much, too new to both of us. We're great people. I mean, we really are. I was brought up in the church. She was brought up in the church. I was raised by my grandparents. You mean no harm to, you know what I mean, to nobody.
Lewis desperately tries to convince the detective that he and Day are good people, which is a major red flag that he has something to hide.
And you don't, I mean, like, you don't have a criminal history of violence.
Nothing.
I do notice you have quite a few scars on your face. Did you get in a lot of fights as a kid, or what?
I got picked on.
Did you get picked on?
I got picked on, yes. I got messed with when I was in high school because I was quiet. I stayed to myself. I got bullied when I was in school.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, you know. I realized I could fight. You know, I wasn't the best fighter, but I realized I could stick up for
Hey, Love Lou, man. Thank you for the subscription.
myself. But I get judged by the scratches on my face.
You're judged by who?
Anybody and everybody who meets me.
What do they say?
This is automatically me just speaking out to you guys. People judge me. I don't know you guys, but you guys can judge me. You know what I mean? People judge people. I look like how I look right now with scratches on my face. If I explain to you where the scratches came from, it didn't come from no gangs. I was not part of no type of gang.
I didn't think you were in a gang.
I know. But
The second you sat there when we started talking to you, I never thought that.
But I have scratches on my face. I got them throughout the years. I got this one right here. I had been 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
I ran into the stove.
Okay.
Playing tag with my brother.
Okay.
I ran into the stove. Water giving her
Well, what a
pop.
normal. Yeah.
Do I stand up, guys?
Yep.
This way.
Oh, I think he has been cuffed this whole time.
Your restroom break.
You give him that radio, Jim?
You need it?
Yeah. She's been part of your life for 6 months.
Yes. And
Okay.
did she harm her child? No. Did I harm her child? No. Did we really fitting her child, my stepdaughter? Yes. Giving her liquids and things to drink? Yes. Was she spitting up and stuff like that? Yes. Was Anaya refusing sometimes if she didn't want to eat no food? Would not eat no food? Yes, she did. Sometimes, like, try to give her some food. Sometimes she might not want to eat at that moment in time. So, okay, we'll wait, come back, you'll eat later. Not waiting hours later, just let you don't want to eat nothing. Like any kid do, you don't eat nothing right now? Okay, well, I'm not going to force you to eat. If I force you to eat, you can choke, you can die. So I'm not going to force you to eat. I can put food to your mouth. But if you're not going to chew it, and you're looking at me, and you don't want to eat, I'm not going to force it in your mouth. I'm going to let you eat. But if you're not going to eat it, I'm not going to force it.
Okay. I don't want you to get too carried away with that story because it doesn't make any sense. I want to give you one last opportunity.
Okay.
I know my sergeant does as well. You're going to walk you back over to the jail and you're going to get charged. Okay?
With what?
Well, a child is dead. What do you think you're going to get charged with?
How?
This is some serious shit.
Yes, it is.
What do you think you're going to be charged with? I want to hear you say it. I mean, maybe you'll understand how serious it is when you hear yourself say the charge that is about to be brought against you.
Not death. Because I didn't.
No, not that. That's not what it's called in the law books. What is it called?
No.
You do know. I understand why you're unwilling to say it. It's hard. Okay. Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to come to terms with this on your own?
I'm listening.
Okay. Tell me what you're going to be charged with.
I wouldn't say child endangerment. No, it's
A child is dead. Okay, and a child is dead because of harm done to it by a person. What is that called when you cause the death of someone else?
killing.
Yes, murder.
Murder.
Okay.
Yes. No,
So,
I'm not charged with murder because I didn't know.
You're going to be charged with murder
How?
because you are not giving us an explanation that fits anything other than murder. Okay. You want to
Okay.
explain? You want
Talk
to
to me.
explain what really happened, and maybe we can help you out. Okay. When's the first time that you saw something that you knew you wanted to keep secret that Sierra did? Something that you knew would get her in trouble. How long have you been keeping these secrets for
No
Sierra?
secrets. It's not. Tell you right now, ma'am. Have not been keeping no secrets at all.
She has
In
her
the
own
room.
bed?
Yes. In her bed, in the room.
That's what they said during Sierra's interview, that she was really easy. She turned on him very quickly. where he didn't turn on her at all. So he's not gonna admit to anything.
Yes.
What time did she put her to bed last night?
There. When this afternoon, to get everybody to get up, to start moving around the house and all that. Looked at her, so Sierra to come in here.
You knew something was wrong.
Cause I looked at her. Yes, I looked at her. And Sierra looked at her. We looked at her like.
Right, and you knew she was dead. Is that the first time you realized she was dead?
No, did not know she was dead at all. No, we did not.
Okay. Are we
We'll
done?
take him over. I think
Okay.
we're done. We're gonna take him
Yeah.
over if you want to talk to us, and if you have an aha moment where you make peace with God, you want to tell us what happened, you want to see the next future of your life, you get a hold of us. Okay?
I try to give you the chance. This is
I
my
know.
boss. I gotta do what he tells me to do. Okay? If you want to talk to me, you let them know in the jail to get a hold of me. Okay? I'm gonna.
Can I have the rest of the water?
No, they'll give you some more water.
Yeah,
in the
let you
jail.
know what yeah.
Deontay Lewis was found guilty of aggravated murder, felonious assault, permitting child abuse, 3 counts of endangering children, and tampering with evidence. Lewis was sentenced to life in prison with the eligibility for parole after 20 years. And that's where we end this video.
Hey, they did their thug thizzle. The justice was served. I'm sorry that little girl had to lose her life. I'm sorry that father had to go through that. But at the end of the day, they did not get away with it. A lot of times when kids get hurt, like that one case where they didn't find the body for like a year that we saw last week, and then the couple ended up only doing like a couple years in jail because it was like um, disposal of a corpse or something, or moving a body, but it wasn't actual murder. So that's cool that they were able to get those murder charges to stick on them, because obviously their abuse is what caused that little girl's death. Yeah, the wood chipper would definitely be more along the lines of what they deserved, for real, for real. Um, but yeah, guys, this one's gonna be it for tonight. I'm gonna jump back on in a couple hours. I'm gonna do something for my wife real quick, and then we'll probably pop back on around midnight if you guys are still up for some more true crime adventures. But man, it was an awesome conversation with you guys today. I appreciate all of you. Shout outs Triple Z's for sponsoring tonight's episode. Shout out to all our new members that joined last stream. And you know what I mean? All the new members that are going to join next stream. Shout out the guys who subbed today. Make sure you double tap them screens. We had a lot of people in here for 30 likes, guys. We got to get more active in the chat. But I appreciate you guys. You guys are the star of the show. I'm only a co-host. I love each and every one of you guys. Peace and love.